On this part of the job, we have a ton of water and mud that lands right here along the mailboxes. So check out this nice pool, and then it's just covered in mud around it. So if you look right here, it looks like the water's coming through the wall right there. And so let's take a look at what's going on the other side of that wall. We got this going on over here. So the water just comes gushing down here. And so what we're going to do to correct this is we're going to put a channel drain across the patio. They say the water comes pouring off the patio and then runs along here. So they just fill this in with pine needles, which that's not going to do any good. So we're going to take this area down and try to bring it up. Ronald's putting in a channel drain right now that's going to catch that deck water there and send it just that way, just a little bit. So we want to try to get the water off of this area so that it's not going under here and across and down. So we'll be regrading all this, taking this area down and building this up so it sheds away. We're also going to do sod here so that we instantly repair it. I'm over here by the steps and I'm just getting this channel drain set in here, so I got a full bubble of fall going across there. So this is just going to catch all the water coming off this big deck here and basically deliver it on this side of the hill, so it'll wash down that way instead of washing this way. So pretty straightforward. We'll get some concrete poured around that tomorrow. Alright, we're over here at the channel drain. We got some tape on top of the channel drain so we can just slap the concrete on there. Oh, and they got this last little piece of forming here this morning. So Tony's on his way. I hear the concrete buggy whining away over there somewhere. Hey, I don't want to splash it.
Easy. No. Clean it up.
Okay.
Clean it up.
Let's just shovel it.
Quiere para arriba.
We want a little bit more in there if we can to get it sloping this way into the drain.
Yeah. A little.
Yeah. We are back out here today and we've got the mini excavator today and we're going to be digging this down. So the idea here is the water's been running off of here and running up underneath this walkway here, so you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that goes way back under there. And the water flows under here. Well, actually we got some water right now. It flows through these cracks right here and flows across here and just like hangs with all this mud in the mailboxes, in front of the mailboxes. So they were saying they just moved these mailboxes here and it's working out really well, but now there's water that sits and hangs right here. So Got a couple cones out. Cones give a sense of authority, and they also help to delineate the work area. And so we're just going to take this bank right here and flop it over against here to help shed the water away and keep it going down the grass. We also brought sod today, so we're gonna get sod on top of this, which is a very quick restorative way to do things after you've disturbed the soil. So that's what we're working on today. As far as 811 goes, I know they're supposed to mark clear, but this, I have a problem with that, because as far as I'm concerned, if they put a blue line on the ground, that's where the water is, or whatever utility. But what they do is they mark CLR, but I don't know if that's what this says or what's going on here. So since there's no line here, I'm assuming this is a positive result here, I think is what they call it. In other words, there's no utility in the area. So I'm just going to try to go easy right here, I guess, and see how we do. So if you have a gouging out area like this, don't cover it up with pine needles. And we definitely use pine needles to cover up our ugly pipe, but you don't want to use pine needles to cover up a problem like this. So we're going to come in here and fix this today. We've been working on this bank for a little while and it's already looking way better. So you can see here we got this all packed in along here. Jeremy's been tamping it down, and now the water's going to shed away instead of going straight into it. Jeremy's getting this all feathered out with some nice loose dirt after we compacted it, and so trying to make it look a little bit better, a little bit smoother. What do you think there, Ronald?
I think it's looking good, boss. While we got the camera going, I'd like to say a shout out to Anthony. He's always shouting out to us. You know, we appreciate the support. We enjoy y'all watching. We do this for not just a job, but to enjoy it.
Awesome.
Enjoy what we do.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, Anthony.
Yep.
Keep watching. Keep the support coming.
Over here it looks like there's a bunch of sediment that comes washing through here, and so we should have the water sheeting away from this area. But what I want to do here is I want to pack this up with some coconut husk. So we've got a little bit left over, so we're going to pull the pine needles back and pack that full of coconut, and that will hopefully slow the water down and help some of this mud coming through here. Ronald's over here getting this packed in with coconut roll, so hopefully any water that goes through there, and we dug it down a little bit too to pack it in there really well, so hopefully any water that does get in there is not going to be hemorrhaging mud like it used to. Alright, things are looking pretty good over here with the sod, so we're just using some extra pieces from the truck here that we dug out to try to smooth this edge a little bit, feather it out. And I wanted to mention these rakes here. These are really lightweight. They're aluminum, so the guys really like working with these for the finish grading. And I think I mentioned in the last video that Wyatt with Triad Dirtworks is the one who showcased these rakes. So they're like a pound a piece, or like a pound and a half. They're just super light and easy to use. So things are coming pretty good. We are finished with this portion of the job. So the bank is now going to shed water away, and our channel drain, let's go take a look at our channel drain. That's going to take all the water from coming off this deck here, and I mean it's pretty straightforward. We're just kind of dumping it on this side so it goes that way instead of down aiming at the mailboxes. So we're off to the next part of this job. I'm back out here. It's been a couple months since we completed this job, and I wanted to check on things. So we got our channel drain here, and it just stopped raining on me. So that looks like it's been working okay. And the grass has grown back. I guess that was kind of a struggle because it was so hot out. And so we're trying to see if there's any mud in front of the mailboxes still. So you can see we have a lot of water in here. The water I'm not too worried about. Look at that. The mud's gone. So they still have a lot of standing water in here. And this thing, I don't know if that's working or not, but you can see they have some water in here. The main thing though is there's no mud. The mud got really slippery and it was causing big problems. So we had another piece of coconut roll over here. And if you remember, let's take a look up here. If you remember, there was that big hole underneath the sidewalk here where all the water was just running across and out. I think it was like right here somewhere. So we reestablished some grade away from it and tried to get this bank shedding a little bit better. So this has been working really well according to the property manager too. So that's pretty cool. Solving mud issues. This was another part of the jobs over there at the apartments, and this was definitely a challenging one. All that mud at the mailboxes, I mean, that had to be taken care of because it was just a nasty, slippery mess anytime it rained. And so I get pictures from customers all the time when I say take a picture of the problem. They'll take a picture of the mud, and it's like, okay, there's mud down there, but where's it coming from? And so I always am redirecting people to look uphill and try to find the source of the water. So yes, we understand the water is collecting in this low point where you're getting the flooding, but we really need to be looking for the source of that water. Where's the water coming from, and can you intercept it and deliver it someplace else? So with that big deck up there, we installed that little piece of channel drain, and that is catching what's coming off the deck. And then by identifying that hollowed out area underneath the step right there at the landing and keep in mind that was covered in pine needles when I first went on site to look at this job. And so I see that all the time also. The landscapers just throw pine needles on problems and cover it up, and nobody knows where it's coming from. So I have to admit, this was a really cool project, and I was really, really happy with the results. And of course, the property manager and all the residents who visit those mailboxes were happy too. But this was definitely a cool one and really got some good results out of it, which I was really happy about. So I hope you all have enjoyed watching this interesting video on dealing with mud. Thanks for watching.